part that discusses awakening, literally an awakening, coming to terms. It could be
Okay.
something that you're learning, something that you're interested in, something that you're doing, but you're trying to recreate. Okay, that's what judgment means to me. Like God has finally blown the whistle on you, or the trumpet is like, time's up, time to do something new. So you might find yourself already trying to shift in a completely different direction. And again, well, there might, like you said, maybe confusion from this, but this also means divinely led. Okay, so you've been divinely led to this exact spot of where you're at right now. So I look forward to seeing what this judgment card is going to give us. I do a 5 card spread. I do all types of spreads, and I'll say I'm not into spreads because a lot of people are like, you have to do it this way in this position. That card means that. I said bull-ish. I don't mind. If you don't mind cussing, because sometimes I do cuss, I hope that's okay.
That's
I'll try my
fine.
best not to.
You're
But
good.
the reality of it is that spirit does not work well in this spot. You're going to tell me this. Come on now. If that was the case and we could have that much control, God wouldn't be God, right? So,
Okay.
um, but in this scenario, I like a 5 card spread, and we're going to see. I like for you to be able to see the cards as they hop out. This is the overall energy, so I'm going to prop you up here with some soda lights. It's interesting that I picked soda light too, because soda light is generally somebody that throat chakra, either somebody who struggles with speaking up for themselves, saying what's on their mind, or somebody that might say a little too much. It
I
could
was
be
gonna
nasty.
say
It could be
that's what
nasty
I
at the mouth.
say.
So
Too
it's like one
much.
or the other. It's like either you struggle with saying something, or when you say something, it's like you know what I mean. So it's interesting that it came with that one. So let's take
Yeah.
a look. Um, 9 of Swords, Page of Cups. 9 of Swords is exactly what it looks like. Is this upside down or right side up for you?
That's right side up for me.
Okay, I just got to make sure because every time I do this, you see her. She's kind of bound. She's kind of. This is like a card of sadness. It can be a card of depression. It could be a card of overthinking,
Okay.
nonstop thinking. Somebody that is like always trying to devise something, figure out something, but feels like they're stuck. Like they're not getting anywhere, and these thoughts just keep kind of happening. Um, as far as pregnancy is concerned, if I looked at this as far as a pregnancy concerned, this could be a loss of a child. It could be a miscarriage, or it could be something on the lines of somebody who wants to get pregnant might be struggling with the Page of Cups next to it. It could also mean that. It could also mean somebody who is very creative, artsy, somebody who's artsy and creative, okay, and capable of creating things, but maybe starts things but struggles with finishing them. It's like somebody who is a jack of all trades, and they start something, stop it, start something, stop it. That's what I'm hearing. Like creative potential, but their mind blocks them from the level of success that they want.
Right.
Okay. Could just mean a couple different things, but let's keep looking. Let's keep seeing.
No,
Back
you're
to that.
dead on. I'm like trying not to be like, yeah, yeah. So like,
It's okay. Listen,
because I
I don't
don't
mind when
know.
I tell people confirmation is a great thing because it helps us go into. So I don't mind it at all.
It's just
If
like
that's what
I
you want.
believe in the spirit world and tarot cards and all of it, but I also know there's a lot of fakes out there. So I don't want you to happen to see like, go off of what I'm saying or anything.
Absolutely.
So I'm
That's what
trying to
just
be quiet, but you're good so far.
confirm what you want to confirm, what your spirit moves you to confirm. Okay.
Okay.
I always like to tell people before they say, they're like, well, yeah. I'm like, wait, before you tell me sometimes, I'm like, let's see what the cards say. Like, let's
Yeah.
see it. Because
Okay.
I like to see. That's why I also like to shuffle because you can literally see the cards come out. It's not me like just. It's not just pulling cards. I could pull cards, which is easy because I could do that. But some people, when they're like off camera, then they just already have a spread laid out. I'm like, shut up. Like, let's not do that. The full card came out. It's an interesting card because the full card is usually about somebody who's trying to take a risk, somebody who's trying to take a change, like a change, a new direction, a new path. It could be okay. But again, this tower card comes in, and the tower card is exactly what it sounds like these people getting pushed out of this tower. Okay,
Right.
they're falling out of it. Something has maybe happened or occurred to stop this person from rushing forward. Like maybe this person had really good energy, maybe being younger, growing up, had this really viable energy, but then maybe traumas or something came in to kind of slow them down and prevent them from living their best life. So I feel like what I'm going to see under this trauma card, because I'm saying trauma here, this card
Yeah.
means trauma to me in this scenario. I don't know what kind of trauma yet, but I know it's like true trauma. Something has come on that kind of take this person's spirit. Look at this. This knight is usually the fastest moving knight, but in this deck, his head is down, right? He's not looking for it. Neither is the horse, which is interesting. So I feel like this person, this trauma has kind of maybe even affected this person's self-esteem and self-worth and made them feel like they don't feel good about themselves. Something happened to make them not feel so good, and maybe they keep carrying that with them. And that's where those thoughts maybe lead to in this direction.
Right.
Let's keep
No,
going.
like I'm getting like emotional.
Yeah. All right, you want this one? You're not just emotional, you're hyper emotional. This imbalance card is real. Like, you have highs and lows, and these cards, and it like, I think it scares you sometimes how you can shift in your mood, and it makes you feel it definitely makes you feel imbalanced, but it makes you feel out of control is what I'm hearing. Like, sometimes you don't feel like you're in control of you, and it's scary to you. It kind of frightens you. It can also be a sign of somebody who struggles with mental health. If you do struggle with mental health issues, depression, anxiety, these are also cards of that. Somebody who truly struggles with mental health, this is not something that is just because somebody passed away or somebody dumped me. This is an ongoing thing. And I see that here with this trauma and these two pieces together. You are struggling with mental health. And it kind of maybe flip-flops for you. And it makes you feel out of control and sometimes even weak. But you're not. And I can't wait to get to that part, but you're not. But this makes you feel this way. It makes you feel this way. It takes you out of your strength. You're more powerful than you know. I'm getting chills right now. So I know God's going to want me to go back into this. I don't know, spirit, universe, whatever you call God, right?
Right.
I want to talk more about this, but let's take a look. Let's just keep going and let's see what else we get. Okay. Now that this page is under here, this could be okay. I hear a couple different possibilities, and I'm not sure yet because I need to lay the rest of these cards down. But it could mean somebody that's not talking to someone. It could be a child, okay, and somebody's maybe not really communicating well with a child, like you as a child to a parent, or you as a parent to a child, like something's blocked. I don't know, like it could be like somebody's not investing in it the way that they liked, or it could be that the trauma is from somebody that had something parent-wise that maybe wasn't so great there for them, and they felt like somebody turned their back on them, like you should have been there more for me than you were there for me. Okay, so I'm hearing a couple like variations, and I don't know if it's you as a child or your child. I don't know yet, but it feels like there's an energy of a parent dynamic that's here as far as this level of hurt, I think, and it's a generational thing. It's been here for
definitely
a long time. Yeah. Okay. All right, two. Do you want to give me two? I take the two. Which one do you want me to take first?
Yeah, I was going to say it was a sign on the right.
Yeah, I like to show the ones in the order in which they drop. So.
Okay.
Yeah, honey child. Did you like run away from home type deal? Like try to escape from home life? Like you couldn't wait to get away? Like was there something there that like this world where you just couldn't, like you needed to go? Like if you didn't,
when I was younger, like, but like I ended up coming back. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe there's a lot of chaos at home. Okay, a lot of just drama and stuff happening because I see somebody who, this is interesting, who loves family and loves the concepts of family, but doesn't feel like family has maybe loved them or like done for them like they would do for you or you would do for them. Am I making sense? Like,
absolutely.
I will forgive, take care of you, help you out, but where is that in return for me? That's the level of same stability and love and loyalty and just firmness and consistency. Where is that for me?
No, it's crazy that this is what's coming up. It's crazy. I mean, it had family on my list of categories just because there's just a lot, you know?
I'm
Um,
going to tell you this as far as this is concerned, and I meant to tell Trina to tell you this. I have a tendency to pull out the shadow work of people, of like the things that, okay, there's, a lot of people will tell you, they'll try to tell you future stuff. Well, that can change the minute you change your mind about something, right? So that could be a complete lie, a
right.
complete scramble. Don't get me wrong, I have seen things and I'm like, this is coming, you know what I mean? And I,
Yeah.
I try to, tell people, but what I try to do is this work, the shadow work is the work you need to get to where you want to be. Does that make sense? Like
No,
the
absolutely.
all the things that you want, there's something bubbling in the pot that has to be handled, eaten, cleaned out, and then you can go into those categories of what you want. So whatever comes up is usually exactly where you need to work on for you to be okay. But
Hmm.
there's childhood trauma here. I wonder if it has to do with the mom. I'm gonna keep looking because I don't know why, but I'm gonna see if I just heard mom. But let's take a look and see. I don't know why I heard mom. Oh, too many, too many, too many. But I will take this one. These two. All right. Let's see. Now you done flip my whole deck over. All right. Which way you go? This flip this way and this flip that way. Is that right now? Okay. All right. Let's look at these. Maybe it's a daddy. Because this emperor came out. Maybe it's a daddy. And a marriage. Hmm. This is interesting. This could also now mean going down this way in this direction. There was an imbalance in like a relationship, okay, in somebody's relationship, and it might still be bothering you. This could also mean like not just a daddy figure. Mm, I don't want to say sugar daddy, but somebody maybe who just might be a little bit older, who is more mature, right? More maybe that kind of aspect, but it's also a card of empowerment and somebody stable, grounded. And it's interesting that there's the world card, which is usually means an end of stability. So it could be like this family had an end to stability. I wonder if it had to do with if this is a father figure. Was there a divorce or was there something like this that happened or occurred where then end of stability or somebody passed away or something happened? But there's something that rocks stability here. Okay. And I still hear mommy. I feel like mom had some mental health stuff herself maybe that she was working on or that maybe was undiagnosed or unseen or like you know what I mean like or maybe it was known but maybe there was just like instability there but could kind of put it on other people like it was them and not her like I don't know kind of good at I hate to say gaslighting but kind of like that like
Okay.
I don't know but I want to keep going because there's
Keep going.
I mean
I mean, you're right so far. I just it's just so like there's so many different dynamics to it that it is my mother is involved, my father is involved, the instability is involved, the marriage card is involved. Like it's crazy, but like I feel like you won't understand all my cards until you know my story.
it's like
It's a lot.
clearly it's a lot and I keep doing and I'm pulling these different things that I'm hearing in my head and that I'm hearing and this is interesting. Let's take a look. Let's keep going but yeah, let's see what we're going to clarify on this for. Next to the marriage card is the Ten of Pentacles.
What is it called? I'm sorry.
This is called the Ten of Pentacles, which is all
Okay.
about family dynamics. Here you have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. Like, it is like feeling like you had the ultimate something good and delicious. Okay, maybe like a relationship that felt really good and felt like this was going to be really great, or this is something that looks great. And it could also be, like I said looks for a reason. I think maybe I said
It's
looks for
so
a reason.
weird because I
Like,
heard that. I
yeah,
heard that when you said it. It does
you know what I mean?
look really good, but
Yeah, like I felt like when I said it, I meant it exactly that. I had to go back to it because I said looks. You know what I mean? It
mhm.
feels like a superficial layer of, you don't tell people how bad things are. Everybody puts on like the air of fronts. Remember that crazy movie, The Stepford Wives, back in the day, where people are
Yeah,
like, "This is
yeah,
not great, pretty," but there's a whole bunch of crazy mess happening. Like
yeah. That
looks
is
that way.
so crazy. Because I mean, I feel like I don't know if I was always like this or as I age, like I'm very like plaster a smile on, everything's okay. But it's
Hmm.
just like a facade.
Yeah, it looks like maybe it started off as somebody that was going to be, had potential, but it just doesn't feel good to me. It just looks good. And even in this card, this person is standing there like for judgment. Do you watch Game of Thrones or anything? Like, you ever watch Game of
I
Thrones? Or you
watched. I think I got into the first season, but I
okay,
stopped after that. But I watch all the other stuff.
okay. The evil witch Cersei, who was just the evil queen and just all about. This always reminds me of her because she's like standing there and it's like, but she's being judged. Like, so this is not when I think about the Ten of Pentacles, the regular deck, the Rider Waite deck, it shows it as family, like togetherness. And this card, this shows somebody that's standing there with other people, feeling judged and feeling neglected, but also just feeling like alone by themselves, even though it's supposed to be their Ten of Pentacles. Like, you're supposed to be in this family feeling, but you feel alone as fuck. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, I'm in this, but I'm feeling like I'm in this shit by myself. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, hmm, not yet. Jump when you're ready. Hold on, spirit. Too many, too many, too many. No, yes, I can read those, but oh, thank you for that one card. Appreciate you. Page of Swords. Okay, I'm hearing temper. Somebody has a nasty temper. Like, somebody can, when they communicate, may not communicate nicely. Okay, it could be somebody with a slick tongue, who does quick witted. You know what I mean? Like intelligent but quick witted. Like the sarcasm that can bite. Okay, I definitely feel that. And some cards sometimes means like spying too. It can mean like sometimes people want to check up on other people, want to know information about other people, want to find out things. Okay,
Right.
it could be somebody that likes to look things up online. Why are you here though? I don't know why this Page of Swords is here, but not right now. But maybe you're gonna tell me right now. Interesting. Okay. Give me a second. There was cheating or like some form of like deception or deceit, okay, that happened in a relationship. All right. Somebody, like I said, thought that this was looked pretty, but somebody is, these two cards together lets me know that somebody is like a liar. Okay. Like,
Yeah.
doesn't tell true stories. Um, Acts like they got it all together, but they're really this behind closed doors, not really truthful. I want to know why you're coming out though. Why are you coming out here with this relationship? Marriage, possibly, or a relationship, committed relationship, but it feels like lies, deception, illusion. Why are you here? I'm gonna say, why are you here? Let's finish this part, and then I'm gonna clarify these sons of bitches. Why are you here? Why are you here? That's what I want to know. The next card, please. Oh, what was it? Judgment, right? And the Two of Cups. I didn't even notice the Two of Cups came out with it. this relationship, whatever this is, okay, listen, I gotta explain something to you. You don't just get the Two of Cups, okay? The Two of Cups is about somebody who's in a partnership and a union. You don't just get the Four of Wands, okay? Whatever this relationship is, it might be a pattern, okay? It might be something that's cyclical, like it comes, it goes, like highs and lows. It could be something like along those lines. It's strong then it's weak, or somebody that comes in and out, or whatever it is, this energy. But it's not something that's stable, okay? Something that is stable, but it's there, okay? It's like it's there, but it's not stable, all right? And maybe somebody is looking at this or thought that this person could have been like the one, the person I'm supposed to interact with and be with, and then boom, deception drops and hits, and there's something here in this band. I don't know why it's here, but I want to find out. And somebody made a judgment here. Like the tower moment came in to either end this, because it might not even be together anymore. These people might now be separated and no longer together. If this is you in a relationship or something along those lines, or your parents' relationship, I don't know. But I don't feel like maybe it's like something that's currently maybe working at the moment, because you have this ending card, like somebody made a judgment to say enough, or I've had enough, or they're thinking about making this decision to say see you later, alligator, okay? Because they're not getting what they wanted. It's like somebody's been deceptive, and they have intuition to think this or feel this or knew about it but didn't do something about it. Like something was up where they knew that they shouldn't be in this position, but they stayed and they interacted when they shouldn't have. Okay, it's kind of along those lines of something. Let's see. I want to know why the string is here. It's funny because when I did your pre thing, a love came out too, and I don't know why. Look at this, 3 swords fell out. 3 swords is somebody who's heartbroken, somebody who's been really hurt. Again, the 3 swords is interesting because it's like it can also be third party. Again, somebody else was involved in this relationship. Somebody got cheated on. Somebody brought somebody else into a romantic relationship. That's exactly what it could mean. But I find it interesting because it's almost like in this one, it's kind of cloaked. So maybe this person doesn't like admitting that this bothers them as much as it might bother them. Okay, like but it's lingering. I feel like it's lingering energy. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
If you get in a relationship or you're with someone or you want to be with someone, it always makes you go back to what happened then. What relationship and what this did to me then. When this person treated me this way. Are you going to be like that? Can I trust you? I don't feel like I can trust you. I don't know if I can trust you, like along those lines, because something took place where it was something that fell apart maybe, or just was crap. And now this person is feeling like I want to love, or I would like to do this and be in a relationship. Even if this person gets in a relationship, they are hyper vigilant like a motherfucker. Okay. This is somebody that's always watching, waiting for the shoe to drop kind of concept. Like any minute now, you might do something or make me feel some kind of way. But there's a lasting energy of distrust. It's a little bit of freaking everything in this spread.
It's weird because I'm having trouble knowing exactly who you're talking about, but I feel that way about both people. Like one being a father, one being like a romantic interest. Like it's, I don't know. Should I just tell you my story now, or should I wait till the end? Is this the end?
Let's wait, because
Okay.
Give me a couple more minutes, because I'm going to clarify, but this, like, there's heartache here that is creating, like I said, like a barrier. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, on both sides with both people. That's why, like, when you pulled out the Emperor, I really do feel like, and then the marriage card, like, this had to do with my parents, but then the last few cards, because of what happened to my parents, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just.
All right, let's clarify with a different deck, though. I'm going to pick a different deck to clarify with. Which one? Yep. Here we go. I'm going to take you. I want to, let's clarify your Emperor. That was easy, wasn't it? The star. Wishing on a star. Okay, let's go one more before I speak on it. Do you have children?
No.
Are you an only child? Do
No.
you have siblings?
I have a sibling, but we're kind of like, we don't talk often. Like, sometimes I feel like an only child.
Okay. This star card and somebody and the Six of Swords, okay, is somebody who wants to move to calmer waters. Maybe somebody who had a negative relationship with a parent, okay, father figure kind of scenario, or a dad, somebody interacting. And the star card is kind of like a hope. Like, it would have been nice if this was something maybe that we could have built upon or been better with or engaged more with this Six of Swords, then leading to calmer waters. Or there was some heartache there and it's maybe starting to heal, or somebody's trying to heal it, okay? It could be a father figure. It could be a boss. It could be it could be a grandparent, but whoever this person is, or a father, somebody who is a dad, there is, and the fact that again it comes underneath this with this heartache here, feels like somebody that needs to like reconcile something, fix something, or heal something, okay, like create a peace between something. I don't know if it's something that's being worked on and needs to be worked on, but there's a dynamic here of stability not being where it needs to be. Clarify the Six of Swords. Why here? What kind of piece? Okay, I got a couple different ones. All right, the Wheel of Fortune. The Ace of Cups. Two of Cups again. That's weird. Two of Cups 2 times from 2 different decks. No, this one's this one. Okay, now I'm feeling like this is a boo thing. This is somebody that you like. Okay, this could be a boo thing here. Maybe they're a parent, okay, and maybe they might have kids or anything along those lines, or you could even maybe have known them from childhood or something along those lines. But this is literally somebody pouring something into somebody else, okay? But I always like this card because notice it can only go one way. Only one person can pour into it. He's pouring into this, right? The other person can't pour back. They're too small, okay? And this Ace of Cups is all about either new beginnings or something that started but ended, okay? So I find it interesting that it's then also on top of this Three of Swords. Whoever this is did a doozy on somebody's heart, okay? It made them feel, you know, they talk about like fill your love tank up. I think they did at one point. I think they did. I think it felt beautiful. Maybe it felt good and wonderful, but it just didn't last. Like, it just didn't maybe keep filling it up, or maybe it's not filling it up if it hasn't ended yet. It's just not fully full. Almost like there's a hole in this cup and it pours out, like what you pour in and then it pours out, leaving somebody unsatisfied. Why are you here? I want another deck for you too. I'm gonna pull one more card on this pile because it's driving me absolutely insane. What the hell are you? And the Strength card comes out. Something that it has definitely caused you some turmoil here, okay? This is not, when the Strength card comes out, this is somebody that needs to control, like, vices, control on top of this thing, like trying to balance themselves. Like, you will not keep fucking with me. You know what I mean? You will not keep affecting me. You know, this is somebody like, again, she's taming this beast. Right? She got the lion. She's trying her best to tame it, keep it under control. This might also be somebody that, again, goes back to, I don't want to say how bad this or how much this affects me. I am good. Everything's fine. That's what I'm hearing. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. But it don't look like everything's fine. Like, here, it doesn't look like everything's fine.
No.
But I think they're trying really desperately to control this, to make it be fine. But it doesn't feel fine. Okay, let me ask about this Four of Wands too. Now this Four of Wands is marriage card that's down here. What is? Oh, that flew out. The freaking Empress comes out. I love the Empress card. The reason why I love the Empress card, because the Empress card is divine feminine, the ultimate woman, right? The person that we all want to be. If you want to be someone, you want to be her, right?
Yeah.
She is abundant and beautiful and wonderful and just feels delicious, but she's upside down here. But you can't pull the Empress unless you are the Empress, all right? So you pull the Empress, but I think your self-worth is not fully where it should be, where you don't feel great about yourself. But that's how I know that you're powerful, because like I said before, something has happened to make you feel like you're not good enough, or you're not worthy enough, or you're not amazing. But you are. You cannot pull this damn card out. It doesn't come out of the deck. You could get a queen. You didn't get queens here. You got the Empress, who's higher than a queen. So whatever this relationships or relationship, I said ships. I just said ships or relationship came out. It affected your self-worth, and you don't feel beautiful. Like on the inside, maybe physically, mentally, emotionally, you don't, but you are. You are the Empress. You just have to flip this card right side up and start recognizing your worth. Like I said, you can't just get this card. It doesn't just come out. So I'm turning the right side up. Shit. Let's see what else. And maybe this person maybe didn't make you feel like the Empress. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like this person just dumped a lot of crap on you. Page of Wands. Page of Wands is flighty energy, in and out energy. Again, somebody that is hot and cold. Somebody that just, like I said, doesn't know how to, it usually is a wand, you know, pokey, I hate to say it like that, but somebody who's like a little hoey, you know what I mean? Like this person might have been a little hoey, a little flirty, you know what I mean? Doesn't know how to keep it in their pants in a sense, you know what I'm saying? And it might have been a great lover, could have been great in bed, maybe if there's passion there, because Page of Wands are kind of usually somebody that could be like good with passion, but not so great with long term. They're like matches. They burn hot but burn out fast, you know? So there could have been emotional passion in the beginning, but then that just turned sour. I'm feeling like it did a dump. But this person affected your worth. They're a Page of Wands too. Also, it's letting you know emotionally they're immature as hell.
Yeah.
They are immature. They're bad with their. You remember I said somebody has a temper. Somebody is not good with controlling their emotions. There might be a horrible communicator as well. You know, somebody who anytime you say something, they say, you know, they can't just have a conversation.
Right.
It's on the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Wands. Yeah, this person makes you feel guarded and defensive. Did a hell of a number on your self-esteem, that's for sure. But you are the Empress, that's for sure. The Hermit. Oh, honey. You've been hiding out, huh?
Yeah.
You've been hiding out, alone, by yourself, in isolation. Your depression's starting to get to you, okay? I need you to be careful. Depression is literally starting to build up inside of you, okay? And I think you're aware of it and you know it. Be mindful of your thoughts. If you're starting to have some creepy thoughts here, okay, please talk to someone. You know, not only do I do this, but I'm a counselor. That's what I am. I'm a therapist by trade. So I want you to know, that's why I decided to do this, because I felt like not everybody wants to do therapy, but it's people like this. It made me feel a little bit safer here in this world. But this is definitely taking a toll on your self-esteem. And you might have been suicidal at one point in time, okay, and had suicidal ideations that, again, you might be fearful to mention or to say out loud, okay? Like, it could have even been a fleeting thought, like, damn, if I just wasn't here, or, you know, do I have to do this one more day? You know what I mean? Like, having to take things at a time, because look, this person's in like a coffin. They're not just hermiting, but they're in a coffin hermit, you know, being a hermit by themselves, feeling alone. It might even feel suffocating, like this weight of these emotions are suffocating you. This is too much for me to bear, is what I'm hearing. But you're literally fucking holding on by a thread. Holding on by a thread. But somebody definitely tried to take your life. Like a situation came in that Try to snuff your light out. I already know why. After I do this, after we finish this little piece, I'm gonna tell you why, because I know it has a lot to do with your gift, and you're not fully aware of how powerful you are, but you have a spiritual gift that you need to use. And actually, if you started studying it and bringing it forth, I think you would be able. It would, one, make you feel better, but instead your power is turning internally on you. Okay, so what happens is that you'll overanalyze yourself, you'll over harm yourself, but if you pushed it out to help other people and use that gift, you can, it wouldn't be so much on you. It might be something I have to help you with, in all honesty, because that's what I'm hearing too, because you have a spiritual gift.
Oh, I would love that.
You might just know that you know something, or you've seen it in your mind's eye, then it happens, or it's just a really strong gut feeling that you have. You might even have dreams, okay, and you see things and like have dreams, and you're like, oh, that was a weird dream, and the next you know something similar, like it happens, and you're like, oh my god, where the hell did that come from, or
Right.
like you just sense something on somebody. People that struggle with certain things, like you could just feel when somebody's not happy or somebody's sad, or you know what I mean. Give me a second. Let's see what else you want me to clarify. I want to clarify this moon. Let's clarify this moon. Why did she come out? I feel like she came out because there was deception and lies. And I apologize if you weren't aware that there was deception and lies, but if you were, okay. But Five of Swords, yeah. Sneaky, sneaky, liar, liar, pants on fire. Somebody who caused great disappointment. Somebody who, the Five of Swords is exactly how this person feels, right? They're like literally, okay, being held at, sword point, you might as well say, but they weren't expecting it. They're surprised. They're shocked. They're like, they did not think that this person maybe could do this, or it could be this bad, or somebody could be this cruel or hurtful maybe, but they are that person. This could also be somebody who struggles again with anxiety, extreme anxiety. Might be why they keep to themselves, why you might hide out. You're also a person who struggles with asking for help. Okay? Like, I can do it all by myself. Meantime, I'm dying on the inside. I can do it. I'm going to do it. Asking for help would be a good thing. Eight of Swords is the energy of feeling stuck, which is on the bottom of the deck. And damn, another Four Swords. Look at this coffin. Honey child. You are feeling hella trapped in this energy, and you don't know how to get out of it. Maybe you've tried different things, all these different, you might even went to therapy. You did this, you did all these different things. You're going to work, you're doing this, I'm meditating, I'm doing these different things. Like, what the fuck else can I do? And it's still keeping you hostage. And you are drowning. I feel you are drowning. And you need some help, baby. You do. You don't want to tell people how bad it is. But it's pretty bad. You're also a black sheep. Okay? Like, you stand out from other people. Maybe like you're always the oddball out somewhere. Maybe not. You struggle maybe sometimes with fitting in, especially with maybe family wise. It just kind of feels like I'm just an oddball. Like, you don't fit that dynamic, or that I don't know what to explain it besides saying a black sheep. Like, you stand out. You're not, maybe don't have their belief systems, or you don't like their way, or that they go about things. You are different. You're set apart for a reason, though. You're set apart for a reason. Your views aren't wrong, by the way, in case if that makes you feel any better. Like, you might be considered like weird, like, yeah, she's a weird lady, she's a weirdo, but you're not. You have the accurate.
I was just saying, I think it was like that with everything in my life. Just like odd, eccentric,
You definitely are exactly where you're supposed to be. All right. I'm going to pull these up real quick. I want to know, let's see, as I put this over here. So who is this relationship? What is this relationship? I'm curious now.
Well, I feel like I have to start from the beginning.
Go ahead.
You
We got
know,
time.
like I feel all right. My mom got sick, like really sick, and my dad left. And my dad is kind of shisty. I don't really trust him. He lies. No, if and you know they got divorced and everything, which made my mom worse. Whatever. So then my personal relationship is lack of communication. He did do a lot to my self esteem. Um, he is like a player. Just like everything, you know. Just that
So
I
when I
always
say it
have in the
wasn't
back of
mental
my
health for
mind
your mom,
because
it wasn't mental health, then it was physical health that I seen. So she
from my
struggles with
mother,
physical
yeah. The
health.
physical
Okay.
health and my dad left. Now I have the same disease. So I always have in the back of my head of like someone would leave anyway.
Mm.
But at the same time, I am the person like everything's fine. I can do everything. I don't need help. You know.
Mhm. You do it all the time. You will, even when you're drowning, you'll still go help another person.
Yeah. But
Literally.
I don't know. I just like put that off as just being like a people pleaser or empathetic or, you know, I have an excuse for it all.
Yeah, I always tell people what we usually do, or at least what I did and what I know people do, is that we work on other people because it prevents us from having to work on ourselves because it's too damn painful. It's too painful to go through the shit, you know?
I
It's too
never heard of
painful
that. That's actually a
experience,
great way to explain it.
you know? It has nothing to do with us not wanting to do it, it's just too damn painful. Let's take a look at your health. Let's take a look. But that relationship did a doozy on you, honey.
Yeah, it still
Look at
kind
your
of
health.
does.
Okay, I heard a couple different things in my head when I pulled this card. Three Cups is usually about a support system. You know, it could be like ladies around you, you have a support system. Maybe you have one, but you don't have one now. Maybe you're feeling alone and by yourself. You know, maybe you used to have people that you felt you could rely upon, or maybe you never really had it. But this coming out upside down, and again, I don't generally read cards upside down, I just read them. But in this scenario, it feels like maybe support system, maybe you need some more support, you need more people around you. Like, take the burden, you know, like, can I share this burden? But you have hella trust issues when it comes to like, you don't tell people how you're really feeling or how bad things really are because you have been let down. You were so used to somebody, like, you know, people like, I'll be there for you. I got you, whatever you need.
Yeah.
And then when you ask, can I have a cup of sugar? Oh, well, you're like, damn, bitch, I just asked you for sugar. But meanwhile, when you came to me for 80 million different things that you needed, I was like, here, what it is. But, you know, so it could be a support system. But then I also heard fear of death. There's a strong fear of death here. Like, I'm going to die. This is going to kill me. I'm going to die. I'm going to die before I achieve all the things that I wanted to achieve. This is blocking me from achieving what, you know what I mean? Like, uh,
Right.
the only thing I can relate it to is myself in this scenario because I know how I feel about it. But like, God's gonna take me out. Like, this is fucked up. I did all this and this is what I get. Like, almost like a little anger attached to it too. Like, how fucking dare you? I'm a good person. I'm a this. Why me and not all these other assholes out here? Why me? You know. I don't feel loved. You don't feel loved by the spirit world. You don't feel loved by God. You feel like you're being punished. This feels like a punishment here. Like, why? Why me?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the burden card. Look at you carrying all that burden. You're just carrying all the hell out of those sticks, huh? All by yourself. And you're carrying this burden by yourself. It's a support system. But it's twofold. I think people have let you down. I'm not saying that you don't have friends, because I think you do. I think it's just a matter of you letting them know how serious things are, how major it is, so that they can help you carry it. But you struggle with this letdown because you'll just decide to say, "Well, I'll still carry it by my damn self." Look, she's struggling, but like I can do it by myself. There we go again. Like I'm fine, but she's dragging this shit by herself. Let's see what else is going on with that. Oh. You got the Empress card again.
Again.
What this is letting you know. Wow. Okay. A couple different things. I'm gonna pull from this one too, on the bottom. Yeah. Okay. Again, this Empress card is here. You're being asked to claim your power back. You're making yourself sick, like sicker than what you are. Okay. Your mental health is affecting your physical health. I need you to be very aware of this. Okay. Like what's happening to you mentally is attacking you physically. If you can control or master the mental health aspect, it will give you better chances here with the physical stuff that's going on. Both of them together, dangerous. Okay. One has to master the other. You are, again, this Empress, and you have to start talking and sharing. This is a card about communication. You have to start talking and sharing about how fucking bad this is. You have to start letting people in, and you have to let people know how serious you're feeling. Because right now, like, again, the Ace of Wands is about a matchstick. It's like the new beginning of spark of care, of concern, of passion, and you don't have it. It's like, it's not even that you're blah, but it is kind of like you're blah. Like nothing excites you anymore, maybe, like nothing. You are a hell of a faker. You fake it till you make it. You go through your day like everything is great, and you got this beautiful energy, and you charge other people up, but meanwhile, you are fucking miserable on the inside and feeling like crap, okay? And you don't feel good. And that energy of you not allowing other people in and allowing them to help you maybe, or just saying, I need help, okay, is also is hurting you. It's definitely hurting you. But the Empress is here again. You have yet to get a single queen. You've gotten an Empress 2 times in 2 different spreads, and she's in the middle card. This is clearly letting me know your power, your ability, and your worth. But you got to stop manifesting negative shit coming towards you. Like you're always waiting for the bad thing to happen. What next? Stop asking what next. Don't do that, girl. Don't ask what else can go wrong. Don't ask that question because the universe is like, oh, I'll show you. I got something for you. Start saying what is going to go right. Okay, what is going to happen and what can come right? Because you really are a beautiful spirit. You are. You really are. You have a beautiful light. I need that from the minute when I couldn't wait to read for you because I was like, oh, this is going to be wonderful. I want this one too. Come on out. All right. Her take this one first. Yeah, you're hella guarded. You are hella guarded. Full card good. And this Tower in the same almost same order. Reverse though. You're waiting for death. Like you are waiting for death. I don't know if it's a diagnosis that you have that is terminal and death will come from this. Like that maybe studies or things have shown like death is the outcome generally from this. People pass away from this. But it's almost like you're waiting for the death to come. You're scared to take a risk or to start new things because you're afraid that you won't be here to finish it. If I start something, if I do something, who's going to do that? Whether it's with kids, whether it's building the family, like who would want somebody like this that can't guarantee forever? Like, who can't be here forever? I can't guarantee you forever. Why would you love me? Why would you be with me? if that's the case, you know, and all I might have is this period of time, or you know, I might get sicker, and the more sicker you're just going to be taking care of me. I don't want to put that burden on someone. I don't want to give that to another person. I don't want to make them feel that way. I don't want somebody to have to take care of me. Who would sign up for that? I'm telling you, people will sign up for it. Why? Because you're the empress. That's why people will sign up for it. Because you're a good person. Because you're loving, abundant, nurturing, sweet, kind. Don't get me wrong. You can have a little temper in you, okay? We all do. But this is a card of beauty, the ultimate beauty. Somebody will sign up for it. You won't die alone. I just heard that. I needed to tell you that. You won't die alone. Okay? You won't die alone. Oh, a couple different goodies. Let me take them all this time around. Oh, here. You guys will take these two last ones. Thank you. What else here? Appreciate you. Do you like to drink?
No.
Or anybody you know in your world that drinks or drink a lot?
Yeah.
There's somebody that overindulges in alcohol. I heard that. And it's a struggle for them. And they're literally maybe chained by it. I don't know who this is, but if this is a person that's close to you, their health might be deteriorating from it. If you know them and you know who I'm talking about, reach out to them. They may need help, or it may be a demise for them, or it might have been something that hurt them or took them out of here if they're no longer here. But it might be something that is, since it's in your energy, maybe you're affected by it, or it's something that bothers you. But I just found that interesting because I heard that part. But then I'm also, what I'm hearing is, now you get the Queen of Wands. When she comes out, you come out as a Queen of Wands, which is the artsy, passionate, loves doing 8 million different interests, you know, is really creative. And you really want stability. You want stability. You want to feel safe. You want, I'm hearing, who can make me feel safe, or what can make me feel safe? Like, you want to feel protected. Maybe you never felt protected. Maybe you always felt exposed, and, you know, like that song, Who's Gonna Save the Hero kind of deal.
Yeah.
And this has been the struggle with you, but your depression, it is overflowing with this Nine of Cups. It's overflowing. And you have a desire to control it, but you don't know how. You don't know how. You want to, like, you want to fix it, because I see a desire to fix it. Like, you know, you need to fix it. You want to fix it, but it's just like I said, everything you try, it's just not there. And you kind of feel like, what is devil energy over here? Like, you're chained to this shit. You're definitely, again, like I said, another feeling of trapped, another feeling of excess. But this to me feels like excess of internal thought. You know, you don't stop thinking about this, with this health issue, death. Again, you don't stop thinking about it. It literally is overwhelming you. It's overwhelming me. It's just sitting here with your energy. It's real. And you're just like, with this Knight of Pentacles here, he's a card of stability. He moves slow, but he gets the job done, right? You know, when somebody says, I'm hearing in my head, like, can I just, God, can one thing just go right? Can I just have one thing? Can I just have something? Can you just give me, can I just, like, that's what I'm feeling like. Can I just, Can you just give me one hope sign of hope? Can you show me something? You might be asking for signs or symbols. Like, God, please show me. Please, I'm asking. You might even be begging it in prayer in your mind or with God. Like, please help me. Please give me, please, something. I'm letting you know that God hears you because I clearly know that you're doing that. I hear, like, God hears every prayer that you have, every single one of them. And just because it might be taking and moving slow, okay? Your wish fulfillment is coming, okay? All right, you will be filled up, but it might be a struggle because it's the mental health piece, all right? You might feel like, again, like the devil's in control of your life. And what that really means is like the negativity is in control of your life and not the positive life. Like the negativity just knocks everything out and overpowers everything. You're very creative. I keep hearing this. You're very creative and you're having an awakening. If you're struggling with headaches, okay, I want you to be mindful of something. If you find yourself having headaches and they come like random headaches, and you're like, damn, did I drink water? Did I do this? Did I do that? And you're doing everything you're supposed to do, but it's just like, and it could be a piercing headache or it could just be this dull ache maybe between on your forehead, in between your eyes, or like behind the ear. Okay, I'm hearing like maybe or even behind it here. If you find yourself having that headache, understand that that's you receiving upgrades. Okay, you're upgrading spiritually. You're reaching higher vibrations. You going through this is to also bring you through to a higher vibration. It sucks because it's like, I have this medical condition, but at the same time, it's helping me. Yes, it's helping you. Don't get me wrong. God doesn't give us anything negative. That's not his wish for us ever. God can only give goodness, but life happens, right? But in the process of life happening, what God does is say, well, let me take this negative thing and weave it in and make it something beautiful. So what he's doing is, even though you're struggling with this, he's going to give you some amazing clarity through this, and you're going to heal a lot of things that you need to heal and work on. By doing that, again, like I said, it will stop affecting your health in a negative manner. I can't tell you that this is going to go away because it doesn't look like a health condition that goes away. What this looks like is a health condition that progresses over time and maybe gets worse as time goes on. Okay. Possibility. Then again, it may not. I don't know, but I feel like clinically, that's what happens. Clinically, maybe with this disease. But I'm letting you know that God is using it to literally give you a spiritual awakening. Because this page of cups now, to me, means somebody that's coming into their spiritual own, and that cup usually means a spiritual awakening, and it's in the middle of your deck, underneath the Empress, and it's under wish fulfillment. Like you can't make this shit up. So the Empress is having an awakening spiritually to go towards your wish fulfillment, what you really want. That's why that Judgment card came out. That's why the Judgment card came out overall, because this is divine. God is working with you divinely. You have to start believing that God is with you. You have to start believing that, I don't care if your dad wasn't present, mom situation wasn't where it needed to be. Your mom also struggled with mental health though, yes?
I think more so my father.
Your father had mental health. I feel like your mother had it too. I feel like your mother had mental health, maybe from her condition or something, but I keep feeling mental health.
Oh well,
I feel like
yeah. It was a lot of
right?
mental health, like towards the end. But like when I think of them I think of myself as a younger. Like they didn't separate until I was 20. Like maybe it was literally 10 years ago. So it's all like fresh for
Yeah.
me anyway, because I'm like still in my head. I don't know. Maybe it shouldn't be fresh, but it is.
No. Let me tell you, I'm gonna give you another secret trait with therapy stuff that I hate that people say is it goes away. No, the fuck it doesn't.
Okay, thank
Whenever
you, because
someone
it
tries to say
doesn't.
that, it makes me so angry. They're like, oh, well, their grief. I said the grief process never goes away. It never goes away. You just learn to deal with it better each day, but it never goes away. Like that pain is pain. When you think about it, you probably go back to a point of pain. You just learn to eject the tape so it won't affect you as much. But the fact that it still affects you this much 10 years from now would make sense for somebody who works on other people and fixes other people and doesn't work on themselves because they're afraid of the pain, because that's how bad it hurt you. So for me, I don't look at it as it shouldn't bother you. No, it definitely should bother you. because this is 10 years of you stuffing this goddamn feeling and these emotions and not releasing it. Maybe not allowing yourself to be angry is really what I'm hearing. Like, you haven't allowed yourself to be the fuck angry. It's okay for you to be angry. It's okay for you to rage. It's okay for you to have hate and just be upset with this person. That's okay. Those are natural, normal feelings of emotion. And like, it's almost like you're too kind to be mad at someone. You know, like, I don't want to have those thoughts. Fuck that. If you're upset, this person hurt you, you need to process it, process it. It's okay for you to be disappointed. It's okay for this person to have been not a great person. Because, like I told you, mentally, you going through this and cleansing that is going to help you medically. The mind has a lot of power over the body.
I always believe that.
I
always believe that, you know, like, even be able to, like, think your ways into things or out of things, or, you know, the mind is strong, but...
Absolutely. It's razor sharp strong. And your mind is powerful because you're the Empress. So what I'm trying to tell you is you are able to manifest things. You know this. You can think of something and like literally it happens. You ask for something in your mind and then something, it comes to you, or just little things, right? That can happen. Like, you always, maybe the right person showed up at the right time when you needed it, or whatever it is. And that was the divine universe being with you because you're a manifester. But if you manifest negativity, negativity comes to you. So you have to switch your thought process. You have to switch it and you have to change it to positive outlooks. I am healed. I am okay. I am not my mother. Okay. You have to do that. And, you know, your dad's energy, I don't give a damn who, what, when, or why. He could not affect you. You are more powerful than that. And get out of this devil energy. Because if I showed you what this card looks like in the Rider-Waite card, these people, the lovers, instead of being in their hands there, they're down here. They're chained together. But the crazy thing is the chain is big enough to slip over their head, but they refuse to do it and they just stay stuck. That's what this energy is.
Wow.
If you just choose to do something about it, you'll unstick yourself. But in order to do it, it's like you got to go through it. Like, you finally got to allow yourself to feel what you need to feel to get through it. And then from there, your health will get better. I cannot tell you anything else outside of that, but this does feel like this is a lifelong illness, yes?
Yes.
Is this something that is gonna and can progress over time?
It can, but there, you know, people do get better, but not like that I know of. You know what I mean? That's always like it's multiple sclerosis. So there are people that get out of it and are healthy, but there's people that are more progressive than others.
I feel like you doing this work can prevent it from being horrific or bad. I just feel that way. Again, like I said, I can't tell you that it's going to be perfect and great, but what I can tell you is that your mental health will make you very sick. Very sick. It's more your mental health, and I feel more about your mental health than I do about your physical health. Physical health is not alarming to me and raising super red flags where I'm like, warning, 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 danger, danger. I don't feel any of that. What I feel is the mental health is doing that. And by you mastering that, you naturally get better.
That'd be awesome.
All right. All right. So that's your health category. What was your other category? We did a little bit of family stuff too.
Yeah, we already did that. I guess, well, I already know, like, future stuff because it's the mental health that has to. I was thinking about recently, like, I might financially be able to go into a new direction and not be with my family as much. I'm curious if that's a good idea or not. I don't know how specific. I don't know. I feel like all of it is kind of like you said, like, all of it's chained down until I take care of this, you know?
Mm-hmm. So you want to know, like financially wise, what might be coming up for you financially, what it looks like. If you decided to start something new or did something, like went in a new direction, what would it be like?
Kind of. Maybe, I guess. Not even in a new direction with work. Just moving in my situation is like a big deal.
Okay. How about we ask what's affecting your financial situation so then we know? And then
No, I know what's gonna be like affecting it and everything. Let's just change something different. Let's just hold on one second. I
Okay.
got like a post-it. Oh, here we go. I'm like my futures. This is like as good as it gets. Like,
Okay.
but I feel like you already answered those questions already for me. I did go to a medium once,
Mhm.
and he felt like, and I actually twice, and he read me twice out of a crowd, and said that I have these strong spirit guides, like that are basically like cheerleading me on and everything, and I don't know,
It's very true because remember that's what the judgment card is all about. Like I said, being divinely led. That is very true.
it's
Like I
crazy.
said, you are more powerful than you know, but you can't tap into your power because of the mental health aspect.
Right,
You are
right.
very you have some serious spiritual gifts. You do. That is very true. You are being divinely guided. Ancestors, spirit guides, all of it. Angels, all of it. You have it all around you.
Yeah. I was gonna say that's all I really
How about we do an overall reading of what's coming up? Maybe
Oh, okay.
let's say
That's what I said. I was thinking my future. I'm like, but I know you can't tell the future, so I'm like, I
no,
don't know.
I can't. I always like to take a see what we can see for a peek. And it's
Okay.
funny because I just told a friend of mine the other day. They were all on the phone, and somebody started talking. I said, "There's some legal news that's coming for you." My friend was like, "What do you mean?"